Tutorial 3, Part 1, Adding Documents and Events to your page. Hi, I'm Rachel, your iKonnect Champion Coach. Are you having fun yet? If you've mastered the previous tutorial, then the next tutorial will make you a true champion. Are you ready? In this tutorial, we're going to explain how you can add documents, events, news, and links onto your page. The process for one is pretty much the same for all the others. Once you know how to do one, the others will follow. Number 1, how to add documents. In this example, I'll create a document library in the HR department. In order to add documents to your page, we first need to create a library where we can place all these documents. For this, we'll go to the Content menu. I scroll down to the ATP HR page. When I hover over the name, 3 dots appear. Click on these dots. Then in the window, click on Document Library. Give the library a name. I'd suggest calling it something you remember that's related to your department, for example, HR documents. For this tutorial, I'm going to call this one Test 2 Library. When you've done that, press Save and Publish. Now you're ready to upload your documents to this folder. Click on Create. Here you have the option to choose Document Library Directory. This allows you to create a folder. Or you can click Unily Document to upload just a single document. I'm going to select Unily Document for a single document. I enter a name at the top and select Choose File and look for the file on my computer. Once I've done that, I'll give it a title. You then want to scroll down and add the author of this document. In our case, it's my name. I'll search for my name and click when I'm ready. Then you can add a thumbnail if you like. And next, you need to add a document type. Select the document type. In our case, it's a newsletter. Then select which resort, and in our case, it would be Atlantis the Palm. Lastly, choose the department you want to see this document. I select all departments because I want everyone to see this newsletter. I finish off by pressing Save and Publish. Once it's published, a green bar appears showing that I successfully uploaded the file. Click on Return to List and you can see the document in the list. Now, let's ask the question, where can we find what we just created? Since we created Test 2 Library in ATP HR, that's where we can find the document we just uploaded. You can now double-click and find the document. Now, let's quickly do something else. If we press on Click here to choose files, instead of selecting Create, you can select the file you want to upload. It will appear in black first of all. You then need to save and publish, and then refresh the page, and you'll see that the file you uploaded is light grey. This means the file is uploaded, but it's not yet visible. Hover over the name in red and click on it. The same window will open as before and will prompt you to enter the same details. Save and publish. Go back to the list, and now you can see the file is not light grey anymore and is now visible in the list. We can also add multiple documents at the same time and keep them in a folder to keep your department's document library in order. If you click Document Library Directory, you can create a folder. Give it a name, save and publish, and then press Click here to choose files again. You can select multiple documents to upload. They will appear black again, so refresh the page and they'll be greyed out like last time. You still have to enter the details we entered last time for each one. When this is done for each one, click Save and Publish and return to the list. Now you can see the single documents we have uploaded as well as the folder we just created. Now, we're almost there. You want to make it visible on your page, right? For this, we're going to use a widget that makes it possible to see the documents. As we did in the previous tutorial, we will add a new widget. If you don't know how to add a widget, please go back to the previous tutorial. Okay, Let's go to the page where you want to publish the documents. In our case, it's the HR homepage. Scroll down to the area or column where you want to add the widget and add content, and search for the Unily Document Rollup widget. Fill in the title and scroll down to Show Content. Here you need to tell the widget where to find the documents you just uploaded. The library you created is listed in the Content menu. We called ours Test 2 Library. Once you've selected the library, click Update and the widget is now pointing to the library you created. Let's have a look in Save and Preview. There you go, there's the document. Number 2, how to add events. Now we're going to do more or less the same, but we're going to make a list of events instead of documents. This will show all the upcoming events happening in your department. So let's start. Just like with documents, you first need to make a folder that contains all your events. For this, go into the Content menu, only this time hover over Site Content Store and click on the 3 dots. This will open up a menu for you. Here you'll find a list of items you can create inside your Site Content Store. We are looking for Event Repository in the list. Click on it and give it a title. I'm calling it Test Event. Then scroll down to Save and Publish. Now you'll be inside the Events repository and you can create an event. Click on Create Event and enter a name at the top of the page. Give it a title and type in a summary of your event in page content. Enter a short description. This will appear under your event in your list of events, so keep it short. Upload an image and, very important, add the author. This could be you or anyone else. Fill in the article date, which is today. Done? Then let's go to the second tab at the top, which is Topics. Click Add and choose a topic or two from the list. For target audiences, everyone is automatically selected, but you can delete this and select a different audience if you want the event to be limited to a certain group. Next, add the department. In our case, all departments. Add Atlantis the Palm as the resort. And competencies isn't required, so you can leave this one. Click Save and Publish. Oops! You can see there are still details to fill in. Let's go to the Events Details tab and fill in the date of our event. In our case, it's going to be on the 5th of June, 2019. Then enter the end date. This could be the same day or another day. For the sake, let's say the 6th of June at 5 p.m. The system requires you to be specific with timings, so make sure you type the time of the event, including minutes and seconds. Add the organiser and the location, then press Save and Preview. No more red messages. Let's return to the list to see the event we created. In the future, you can add more events to this list. The event is created, but keep in mind the event is not visible yet on iKonnect. One more step to go. So just like with documents, we need to give the events a place on our page by using the Events widget. In our case, we want to place it on our HR homepage. We select Pages ATP HR Home. Go to Content. Find a place where you want to add the widget. In our case, we'll place it in a 4-column structure. Choose Widget. Find the widget, Events Rollup. Oops, we can't select it. We talked about this before in the previous tutorial, how sometimes widgets don't fit inside certain columns. In this case, the widget can't be selected, and I'll have to find a bigger column. So I'm going to create a 2-column layout instead. So, add content, select widget, and find the widget called Events Rollup. I select Events Rollup and start editing the properties. Start by adding the title. How many items to display? This option makes sure you don't have a long list of events on your page taking up lots of space. So if we enter 5, only 5 of our events will appear in the widget, and a View All button will appear on the page, allowing colleagues to see more events. Add the author, that's you in this case. and click on Show Content From. Here you need to go and find in your site content store the folder of the list you created. There it is, Test Event. Click on Update and the events rollup is created. Now let's have a look in Save and Preview. And there it is. Wait, before we continue, you can see that the top bar is red, and as we agreed in the previous tutorial, it needs to be blue. So let's do that quickly. Click once on the widget, click the Settings button, type inside the class box and type in lowercase Atlantis. Now update and let's have a look. Nice! It's now Atlantis blue. Isn't that great? Let's click on the event and here you can see all the items we filled in. That concludes the first part of this tutorial. So let's have a break and I'll be back in part 2 where I'll show you how to add news and links to your page.